think for mine, when I led ICT, I don't actually remember leading the subject. We bought a scheme in. I went, there we go.
Yeah.
I put everyone's little packs together and printed it out.
We did Rising Stars. Have you ever done the Rising?
That's what ours was, I think.
It's
Purple Mash, actually.
It's the most. It might be changed now, but like what, 7-8 years ago when we got it in, the most complicated like lesson plans ever, to the point of I took over computing from someone else when I got given like a real.
Oh yeah, it's called computing now.
Yeah,
and ICT.
well, I don't know whether it is. It was a bit like, do you remember when maths got changed to numeracy, and now it's maths again?
Yeah,
and English was literacy.
It's called mathematics in EYFS. Yeah,
but it got changed into numeracy and literacy, and then it got changed back, but without a fanfare, didn't it?
Yeah.
So now it's maths and English again, but you don't. But I remember at the time, like you couldn't call it maths; it had to be numeracy. And you couldn't call it English; it had to be literacy. And now it's when I'll say,
one of them silly things, isn't it?
Well, it's because we would have been about the same, like starting. But I remember when I started, like it was a big thing. Like you can't call it maths anymore, so I'll still call it numeracy. And some people will be like, "What?
What's that mean?"
I'll be like, "Oh, maths." But yeah, computing, ICT, whichever one it is now.
Yeah. So it's the subject. Like, so I was back in my day, whenever I first started taking on the subject, it wasn't like it is now. Whereas it's all about accountability. Do you know what your subject looks like across the school?
You kind of had to order the scheme, didn't you, to start?
Yeah. There we go. There's the scheme. And then we didn't even have to order it. Off you go, get going with it. Whereas now, because there's such that level of accountability, you're already feeling that on top of being a class teacher, which also means if you organize your week and plan it, like I've spoke before about my weekly can-do, where I'll plan out my week and I'll put 2 or 3 big tasks in there. But if I know they're going to take a lot of energy, then I'll maybe just have one or, 2. And then because I had it there, I remember one of my friends said, well, Dan, when you go back, set your stall out to say, right, this is what I'm trying. And it's to help me be planned, but also keep it manageable so I still want to be in the class teaching the children. And then, I don't want to be there and think, hey, I can't wait for the day to end so I can get on with doing my work. And then there is that thing I said about 10 minutes ago about knowing when to cut off. Because it's the start of the year and you feel like you have to have all that energy, all you're going to do is just reduce the energy from the next day if you don't know when you're going to cut it off.
Yeah.
And I remember one day sitting on my sofa at 8 o'clock and I felt guilty. I was like, oh, I've got loads to do. I should be doing it.
Well, you used to go to, what was it, 2 a.m.?
Yeah, roll into bed in my
your
clothes.
Get up. Did you get changed the next day or did you
Yes. Whatever was able to fit me out the wardrobe. No, I got up and rolled into the shower then. Everything's rolling. Proud Mary, rolling into the river. Went into the shower, had a shower, and then obviously put on new clothes. None of it ironed, probably.
Yeah.
But that was no way to live.
But do you know what, though? That's like, I think it's that thing, isn't it, of people will say like, oh, I don't have time to put these boundaries in. I don't have time to cook my food. I don't have time to prep. I don't have time to do this. But like, you were literally working so much that you were crashing into bed, rolling out to go get a shower, getting in the car, like driving to Mackie's, getting a Mackie's.
And that is all true.